Hey guys, what is going on? Carter here. But first off, just got this in today. This is going to be my new EDC. This is a CQC-7B. It is the waveless CQC-7 and also full chisel ground. Yep, this is my, believe it or not, this is my first, well, let me take that back. Well, this is my first Emerson full chisel grind. Ground blade. I have a Benchmade CQC-7, can't even talk today, that has a chisel grind as well, but that's it. This is my first actual Emerson that has that grind. And man, I love getting new Emersons. I love the Emerson smell, I've mentioned that before. I like this ultra grippy, super mega textured G10 that they use. After a few days, maybe 3 or 4 days of carry, that goes away and it starts to smooth out, and it doesn't have it. But when you get a new one, there's that distinctive feel, and that's one way to tell if a Emerson is truly new, guys. If you're buying a used Emerson on the forums or something and they're saying new in box, never been carried, and you pick it up and it doesn't, and this is assuming it's a newer one. He hasn't always used this G10, but it's been a number of years. And you pick it up, and it doesn't have that kind of almost like it's, tape. It's so sticky. There's a good chance it has been carried. I mean, if that's something you are concerned about. But yeah, I really wanted to get kind of just a classic Emerson to carry around. I've been carrying around my Horseman, which is the mini CQC-8, and I carried around my CQC-7V, the V ground one with the tan scales, and I wasn't really digging the tan scales. I kind of wanted to go old school, wanted to go classic, and so I went with this guy right here. And I also went waveless. I think I like Emerson's waveless. Unfortunately, there's not a ton of models that are offered without the wave. You have to kind of send them in and have them ground off or do a hack job yourself. But I'm not actually the biggest fan of the wave. Let me take that back. I love the concept of the wave, and I think it's a really cool innovation. But I don't need to draw my knife that quickly, because I am just a boring civilian who doesn't need to do that. And more often than not, I'll be sitting down and I'll go to pull my knife out and it'll partly open and it'll cut my pants. I've got a couple pairs of pants and I've got this cut mark right above the right hand pocket. And that's because it kind of opens and then the tip nabs that pocket and cuts a little thing into it. So actually I dig this no wave. And yeah, so I'm really excited to carry this. I'm curious how this chisel grind works. I'm going to do a separate video on the Emerson chisel grind, and it's not going to go over well. People that don't like Emerson are not going to like it because it's an Emerson video. People that love Emerson may jump down my throat for some things I say about it, but that's just how it goes. And I'm not going to talk trash. I'm just saying, from what I understand, where it came from and why it is the way it is, from my readings and such. So yeah, so that'll be coming up, and then I got a couple more knives to show, and my CQC, man, that's just beautiful. I don't care who you are, that is just, I don't know. It's kind of an acquired taste, I guess, Emerson's. I've tried to explain it, but I don't know, it's like coffee. Trying to tell somebody that never had coffee, that just drinks soda, that coffee's delicious. They can't wrap their head around it. Or maybe like a good dark, stout beer. If somebody's only had Coronas and Bud Light, and then you give them a thick, beefy, stout beer, they're just going to be like, how can you drink that? It's disgusting. But man, I love it. I love it. Anyways, look at that. Perfection. This beauty right there. Bam. So yeah, I can't wait to carry this. Well, it starts right now. Super smooth. Super smooth. I can't believe it. A lot of Emersons are stiff when you first get... Well, this one actually was stiff. I did a little tweaking to it to make it smoother. I lubed it up for one thing, and then I brought down the tension of the detent on this side, the safety tent, which, is why Emerson did it that way. So you could adjust the detent pressure independently from the lock bar tension. So I went ahead and did that. Of course, it did bring down the detent, not a ton though. It's still holding pretty good. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. I like it just like that. And it is smooth as buttermilk. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Just wanted to show my CQC-7B. Beautiful knife. I will keep you updated with how well it performs. I am a little nervous to sharpen it. Not because it's complex, it's just I'm not sure if the setup I have can get that steep of an angle. We'll have to see. But, you know, I probably don't even need to sharpen it. I can just use it and strop it and then just send it in to get sharpened or adjusted or whatever. Alright guys, take it easy. I'm out of here. Actually, I'm going to do another video. So, another one coming up later.